So, we're starting a new video. This is going to be on Bo Nix. So, it's my first channel video ever. So, let's make this a good one. So, for Bo Nix, some basic info on him. His 40 time was 4.75. He's 6'2", 218, 24, a senior. His pro comp for me is Kenny Pickett. For me, the draft round I would draft him in would be first round. He's QB4 on my book. 3 years at Auburn and 2 years at Oregon. He really developed at Oregon. And yeah, so let's get into it right about now. So, it's basically going to be film analysis. So let's break this down. Right? So, this is from his final game at Liberty. And this is a play where he's going to drop back. This is one thing I like about him. He pump fakes and he stands poised in the pocket and he delivers a strike over the field. This is not a very easy play to do. A lot of quarterbacks get flustered, and what I look for in a starter is somebody that can stand in the pocket, take the heat, and deliver a good throw. So you're going to see that from him on this angle. He's going to stand in and take a nice hit. Doesn't matter the receiver dropped it, it was in his hands. Not on Bo. Now this play is a bit of an issue, you see. So he's going to drop back, and he's going to roll out of the pocket and throw it away. Now, on ground level, this might not look very bad, but this is not a great play. What I like to see, which you'll see here, is I would like that if he stepped up in the pocket instead of drifts out to the right. Right here, if he steps up into that gap, he would have been able to make a good throw. But instead, his momentum drifts back. So as you can see, he refuses to step up. Instead of letting his weight drift back, he's not going to do anything. However, if he would have stepped up out of the pressure, which is what I look for, if I'm going to draft a QB early in the first round, I want somebody that can step up into the pressure. Now let's see this next play. I'll let it run and then we'll redo it. See, this one's key. So this might look like a 4-yard dink and dunk, which is fine, but it's actually pretty bad because he stares down this throw. He predetermines it, and if he actually read the coverage, he would see that his outside receiver actually wins and is wide open. So this is a time that he predetermines his throw. Maybe he looks at little tight end in the flat, or not really the flat, little curl. Instead, if he actually read the coverage, and he has no pressure on him. If you look at him, no one is near him. He has all the time in the world. I would have liked him to take an extra hitch and then hit his receiver over the middle. So that is not good. You can see a little bit from the top, but not really well. So that's very disappointing, and I would like to see him better plays. I'll let this one run. This is going to be a scramble, and I would like to just show off. It's not very crazy, but it does show off. He does have athleticism, and what I like to see, I like to look at his pocket presence. Not a lot of quarterbacks can do this. This is something that you saw from Bryce Young a lot last year. Basically, he's calm, collected, knows where he's going, is good at bouncing around the pocket, and picks up the first down. Yeah, so this is not all 22, but it is what it is. This is a great play. He extends the play. Now, he did this a lot at Auburn. He didn't do it as much at Oregon. In Oregon, he played more in structure. But he still does have that ability to, make stuff happen. Now, this is a great play. This is him. He is able to, when he does use his processor and actually really thinks about the play, he's able to dice up zones. So this is a great time where he beats the seam. Great throw. His progression, what I've seen, his processor is very good when he goes against zone. When he goes against man, he happens to. I feel like he predetermines his reads a good amount. So if you see these cornerbacks are dropping back. The safety all the way back is nowhere near the play. He sees the guy cutting back in. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him perfectly in stride, and this goes for a huge gain. He had a lot of help in Oregon. I'm not going to show all the dink and dunks he had, but he had a good amount. This one is time where he shows great anticipation. He's throwing this ball before the receiver even hits his break. So this is very impressive by him. A lot of quarterbacks don't do this. and he's very good at it. So he hits hits the back of his drop, and we're gonna see on the next the replay that he is very good at. This ball is thrown before the receiver has fully made his cut, so he's deciding to throw the ball there. You see the defender completely turns his hip, so he's nowhere near the play, and this is a great play by Nix. This is a little bit of an issue. So this is something that if you're the second play I think we did, where he's just forcing things. This pocket is a good pocket, and for some reason he's just stand in there, make a good throw. There's nobody there. That one guy's on the floor. The guy from the left is not even in the play. He's the one of the tackles double teamed, and for some reason he's just looking to extend the play when there is no reason to. This is something that Kenny Pickett did last year, and a lot of quarterbacks struggle with this. But they're simply just running out of the pocket because of tendency. There's pros and cons for him. We'll go over this. Pros, he's good at improvising, but can play within structure, which is what you need. He's a good processor when he uses it. The key is when he uses it. He's good against zone coverages, so that you can find receivers in the seam. We covered that in the play before. He's a good enough of an athlete to escape downfield. He is pretty good when it comes to, I know this is a saying said over and over again, but he is sneaky athletic. He does have a good acceleration. Now he's never going to be no runner, but he is good. He's good, he's white, so. Cons, he runs out of clean pockets too often. This is one of his biggest issues. He does this a good amount on film. He's not a great arm. It's passable, but it could be much better. I would like his arm. He can make the long throws, but there are times where he's throwing like outs where where it does not get there. Look it up for himself. You're gonna see him he plays within the middle of the field, which is fine. That's nothing wrong with that. But I would like to see him throw to the outside. And arm strength isn't not just exactly throwing the ball 40 yards. I like to see him hit, those types of throws across field, which I have not seen him hit. At least a lot, consistently, at least. He's very passive. I mean, this is also the system he was in, but he does not stretch the field a good amount. He throws a stupid amount of checkdowns, for my liking, at least. I'm not obviously going to show them to you because that's not interesting. But if you watch his film, there's a reason why he's criticized for that a good amount. He predetermines his reads a lot. So a good amount of times he's just saying, I'm going to hit the guy. This is what Penix does a lot, which is a big issue with Penix. He's not really reading the field half the time. He just sees something pre-snap. And this works sometimes, but it's not consistent. And he especially does this when he's facing man coverage. Thank you for watching. I hope you come back. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video. Have a great day. Good night.